All right, guys, today we're looking at the 9600 GSO, an awesome deal in the video card category right now. This card is a little bit old, but ironically enough, it's still just as good. It's actually a slightly improved version of the 9600 GT. It's actually between the 9800 GT and the 9600 GT. It's right in the middle. It's got 768 megabytes frame buffer, but it's a really good card, and the best part about it is that the price has dropped exponentially on it because it is an older card, and people think that, you know, the newer cards have something different in them that makes them better, which they don't. The price has dropped substantially. This card is a great deal right now. Let's jump into it. First of all, it's a really cool looking card. I gotta give it to them. It's a single slot card. It does look like a dual when you put it this way, but it's not. Like if you see here, it's got a little lip, so it's a single card, so it's great for a small computer, computers that don't produce a lot of heat. It will do all the different, all the new technology as far as HD video goes. So it will do it does the PureVideo HD from NVIDIA. It will do Blu-rays, HD DVDs, HD videos that you either download from the internet or take with your HD camera. It's gonna have no problem decoding all of those. It also games all day, every day, no problem. It's pretty powerful card, actually, surprisingly enough, for how much you pay for it. It will play World of Warcraft and all the Half-Life 2 games with no problem, even on pretty big displays. The more advanced games on higher resolutions, it won't be able to handle, but it does do a pretty good job. As far as resolution goes, you can get up to 2560 by 1600 with this DVI port, 1920 by 1200 with this VGA, and then this S-Video actually can go into a component breakaway and give you 1080i, or it can go and do 480p to an older television. Now let's talk a little about the specs. Very nice cooler here in the front, first of all, to keep your GPU cooled. It's actually all aluminum right here. Nice fan, 600 megahertz core clock, 48 shaders at 1500 megahertz, and it's 768 megabytes of DDR2 memory at 1500 megahertz. What's really impressive, though, is the frame buffer. It's actually, the memory interface, 192 bits wide. So all of these memory chips in the back are basically interfacing on a very wide interface. That means you're getting a lot of bandwidth. And that's really good, especially for monitors with high resolution where you need to buffer a very large image or a very high resolution image. It's going to help you with that. It's going to increase your frame rates, especially at the high resolutions. Now, it does support DirectX 10, does support Shader Model 4.0. You can run SLI, CUDA, and physics on it, so that makes it a very powerful card, but it's a very small package. It's very power efficient, and it doesn't even take dual slots. So a really cool card. So a really cool card as far as that is concerned. Now, finally, one last thing that you want to know about this thing is that it doesn't require a PCI Express plug-in at all. So it's one of the few cards that actually does that. When I first got it, I wanted to show where it was, and I started looking for it, and I couldn't find it. So I looked it up on the internet, and I was like, oh, wow, it's right, it doesn't. So if you don't have a video card right now and you want to upgrade to having a graphics card, but you don't have the extra connector, 6-pin PCI Express or an 8-pin PCI Express on your PSU, this is a great card. It only requires 350 watt power supply, so that means you don't really need to upgrade your PSU, and sometimes you need to upgrade it because you don't have enough power, but even if you don't have the actual pin connector, you still don't need to upgrade. So this is a great card for a lot of people. It's a viable option for a bunch of people that thought they had basically no options on how to upgrade their graphics card, and it's at a great deal. So it's the 9600 GSO. This is the EVGA version. If you have any questions on it, feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the EVGA GeForce 9600 GSO, type in E145-9638 into any major search engine.
Yeah.